Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's a hot day here in Coleman, Alabama. Walk in the Park, episode about 2021. Anyway, want to make this one today. The 12-team playoff will show us what? What is it going to show us when it takes hold next football season? Not this season, not 2023, but you get to 2024, and I know we still got a whole year until then, but what will the 12-team playoff show us? Will it show us who's elite? Most likely. Georgia, Alabama, Ohio State, Michigan, whoever you want to throw out there. Will it show us that, you don't have to be a number one team to win it? You don't have to go 15-0 to win it. Although if you go 15-0, you've obviously won it. It actually will be more like 16, 17-0, right? Because we'll have extra games. But what is it going to show us in the 12-team playoff era? What is it going to show us as college football fans? I think it depends on what we get out of the 12-team playoff. I think, and we've talked about it a lot. I'm going to be honest, I kind of just threw this together. Just one of those days, I'm kind of bored. I'm in town, waiting for church to start up. And, I figured I'd come to the park and make a video for you guys. Plus, it helps get some exercise in. I went to the gym, too. But I think what the 12-team playoff is going to show us is that anybody at any time can and possibly will be beat. I don't think that with the 12-team playoff, it's going to automatically be Georgia, Alabama, Ohio State, Michigan. I don't think that's an automatic. Now, that could be your top four every year. Somewhere in those lines. Clemson. Throw them in there. You'll see teams upcoming, maybe in USC from the Pac-12, and maybe Utah. Got a good program over there with Kyle Whittingham as the head coach. You'll have all these teams that are out to prove that they're the best. But what about, I think, here's the thing. So the first round, 4 teams get a bye. That's 1 through 4. Those are the best of the best teams. Then you have seeds 5 through 12. And, they play each other. You throw some teams out there, LSU. What if they're on the rise with Brian Kelly? Clemson, I know I kind of mentioned them about being one of the 4. I think they've kind of taken steps back. But I think it's a guarantee. Well, not fully a guarantee. A team like Clemson is still in a elite position to where when the 12-team playoff kicks off and gets started up, aren't they going to be in it every single year pending they don't lose 2 games? Maybe. I mean, if they keep winning the ACC, they're for sure going to be in there. What if they go like 12-0 and they're a 1-loss ACC runner-up? Do you still put them in? They're not a conference champion, but they, played their cards right. They got to an ACC title. They'll probably get in, I would assume, unless I'm reading the rules wrong. But I want to hear from you guys in the comments. What is the 12th team, especially in the first year? And we're not going to base it off of 1 year. But let's set it to 4 to 5 years of the 12-team playoff. right? So it's coming 2024. So 24, 25, 26, 27, maybe 28. In those years, if we get to 2027, 2028, and we look back, what do you guys, I'm not asking y'all to predict, because that's crazy, and I've been in that boat before, and people like Uncle Lou make fun of me. But if you had to guess a little bit, are we going to see the usual suspects winning a national championship? Are we going to see Georgia? We'll probably see Georgia a couple times. Alabama, maybe a couple times. Ohio State or Michigan, maybe. What about Penn State? Penn State could be a dangerous team even this year in a 4-team playoff. They might even sneak up and win the Big Ten. It's a possibility. I wouldn't count it out. What ultimately is the 12-team playoff going to show us in like the first 5 years of it? If we had to simulate and predict, and it's crazy to predict 12 teams, especially over a 5-year span. You'll never know what you're going to get. But I'll ask you guys this: is it going to eventually show us that we get the same 4 teams that we're used to in a 4-team playoff that reach the semifinals, and we find out we didn't have to expand this crap at all? We didn't have to expand to 12 teams. No. You know why? Because you're still going to get the Georgias, the Alabamas, the Ohio States, and the Michigans of the world in the semifinals. And you're ultimately going to have Georgia, Alabama, Ohio State, Michigans, teams like that winning a national championship in a 12-team race. That's crazy. So, I don't know. It's just something that kind of came across my mind. You know me. I get bored around town. I go to the park. I whip my phone out. I hit record. But I seriously wanted to talk about the 12-team playoff today. Want to hear from you guys in the comments. What is it going to show us within the first 4 to 5 years of the college football playoff 12-team expansion? What will we get? Oh, I know it's kind of crazy to predict it, like I said. But if you had to guess, I mean, is a Cinderella team likely? Like, okay, what if, you know, you had a TCU as a Cinderella team? Out of nowhere, they dominated college football. And they're the national runner-up going into this season. They came out of nowhere. At any given point, you're going to have the group of 5 in the 12-team playoff too. What about Tulane? Look at Tulane. Oh my gosh. Tulane beat Caleb Williams and USC, the Heisman winner. Oh my goodness. Man, I'll tell you what. I'm actually excited for the 12-team playoff. The only thing about it is I think it should have gone to 8 instead of 12. I thought 12 might be a bit much. At least they're not doing it like the NFL playoffs, right? 16 teams, which I've seen those scenarios before. That's way too much. That's more than half of the top 25 teams. I don't know. We'll see. But again, the title of the video, and I want to hear from you in the comments. What is the 12-team playoff going to show us within the first 4 to 5 years? Love you guys. God loves you. Trust and believe that. Leave a thumbs up. Share this out. And most importantly, comment. I want to hear from you guys on what you think the playoff will show us with 12 teams. I love y'all. Y'all have a blessed day. Peace.